Recycling has the power to deliver a host of waste management benefits, but today, U.S. recycling isn't performing at the scope and scale that it needs to achieve these benefits.
As America Recycles Week kicks off, the Recycling Partnership wants to arm us with the tools and tips to try to fix this program, recycling. Join us to explain is Ms. Keefe Harrison, CEO of the Recycling Partnership. Ms. Keefe, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. It's good to be with you today.
All right. So tell us right off the bat, why does the U.S. recycling system need to be fixed?
Well, we all know that recycling is important. In fact, our research shows that 80% of Americans believe that recycling is an important part of protecting our environment. But the challenge is that not everyone can. In Houston, about half of single-family households have access for recycling at home, but only about 6% of multifamily houses have opportunity to recycle where they are. So the number one challenge to a better recycling system is just, can I do it?
And Ms. Keefe, how are companies addressing these challenges? How are they trying to tackle this?
Well, the very first thing that these companies are doing is partnering with nonprofits like ours who are interested in advancing policy to make consistent steps forward for our country, to make sure that one, everyone can, and then two, everyone does, that you have the opportunity to put as many things that are recyclable into your bin as possible so that they can turn into something new.
So how can policy help make a difference here?
It can level the playing field. There are 9,000 different recycling programs across the country, and they're each operated by that local entity. That's a big challenge. If we can harmonize that, bring them all together to make it more consistent, not only will those communities have support, we as the public will be able to recycle the same thing as we travel from one place to the next.
And would you say that that's the biggest difficulty is getting everybody on the same playing field right now to begin?
Yes, from a public point of view, it's the challenge of, can I recycle this where I am? So that's called access, and we want to make sure that everyone can. From the producer point of view, those companies that make things that we buy from grocery stores every day, we are working with them to make those designed for recycling and then engage those companies in building a better system.
It's interesting. You think about the whole process of recycling, right? It's like you make it, we use it, and then we kind of reuse it. So it feels like at every point of that process, we need to, whether it's, I don't know if it's education or empower, inspire people to kind of like understand where they fit into that whole thing. Am I getting somewhere here?
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. People have a place, but it's not on our backs alone. I think that's really important. We need companies who are making things to help make a better system that we can all engage with. But then when we put our stuff in the bin, we have confidence that it turns into something new. Right there in Houston, there are many companies who are turning yesterday's materials into new things for tomorrow. So it's understanding that our step in the kitchen or in the game room or when you're out at the soccer field, that your step of recycling is being part of a bigger system that serves not just the environment, but also the economy.
Because if you know that the things that you're putting out to be recycled, you're kind of guessing, well, is this recyclable? Is this not? Well, I'm just going to put it in there. But if you know for sure that it's going somewhere, that it's going to become something different, you're going to do it all the time, and you're going to teach your kids to do it, and you're going to get on a schedule. So, that's
And you're going to call on companies to make sure that the things you buy are recyclable. You have a great voice to use in making sure that things are designed for recycling and that your policymakers can do more to help make it consistent and available and accessible equitably for everyone.
And Ms. Keefe, is there a website or some more information that if folks are watching, they're like, hey, I want to get involved, I would love some more information, where can they contact?
Absolutely. Recyclingpartnership.org.
All right, Ms. Keefe.
Keefe Harrison, CEO of the Recycling Partnership. Thanks for your words today. Really appreciate it.
Thanks. Good talking to you.
You as well.